Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams. Today topic of discussion is how to prepare for a numerical ability, quantitative aptitude exam here, SBI Clerk, Prelims and Mains. Before we start our discussion, we request you to please subscribe our YouTube channel and also click on the bell icon so that you get notification for all the videos that are uploaded on our channel. Dear students, along with the YouTube channel, we are into the social media like Telegram, Instagram and Facebook. Please subscribe our social media channels to get more informative videos on your preparative examination. My dear students, please watch all the videos uploaded on these channels separately on topic wise, subject wise, topic wise and test wise, examination wise. Many videos are available on the YouTube channel and the other social media channels. Please subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. Okay. Now today's our topic of discussion, how to prepare for the examination. In that first part is important topics. Now before giving the list of the important topics, let me make one point clear. The weightage for this examination, the weightage for this quantitative aptitude numerical ability in SBI clerical examination, that is a junior associate, the preliminary examination. Dear students, in preliminary examination, the number of questions is 35 and the marks is also 35, and whereas the time limit to answer these questions is only 20 minutes. Of course, you are aware of all these points. Just for your information, I am giving this. When it comes to the mains examination, in a mains examination, the number of questions is 50 and the marks is also 50, and here time limit is 45 minutes. Please remember, this is a very important thing. Okay, so this is about the number of questions and the marks awarded for this area and the time limit. Okay, now look at the topics which are important in quantitative aptitude and numerical ability. First of all, note of the topics here: simplification, approximation, quadratic comparison, number series, arithmetic topics. Arithmetic topics means individual quant questions, and data interpretation, data sufficiency. These are the topics. Dear students, if you observe these topics carefully, here simplification and approximation, these two topics are important for preliminary examination. These two means not only these two, there are some more topics are there. Let me first introduce one by one. Simplification, approximation is important for preliminary examination. Okay, how many questions we can expect? 15 questions we can expect from this area. When it comes to the mains examination, the approximation is important for mains examination. What about simplification? Simplification you can find in, it has a place in the preliminary examination, whereas in mains examination, we can expect questions from the approximation. Okay. Now, level of difficulty here, simplification, approximation in prelims, it is a low when compared to mains examination. In mains examination, the level of difficulty is a little bit high when compared to preliminary examination. This is a one point which is applicable for all the topics. Okay. Now look at the next important area here, quadratic comparison. It is not only important for prelims, but also important for mains examination. Okay, quadratic comparison means here how to find the roots of a quadratic equation by using the formula. Okay, accepted. By using the formula means it consumes more time. So better avoid using the formula and try to answer the question by using the factorization method. Factorization method, that is very important. Now we already uploaded a video on quadratic comparisons, how to solve the quadratic comparison. So please watch the video, you will get thorough knowledge on the quadratic comparisons. Okay, here roots, finding the roots is very important, and comparing the roots is asking here. Now avoid the usage of formula, better answer the question by using factorization method. Okay, how to find the roots that you just watch the video. Now here in preliminary examination, just is a comparison of roots by using a number. Just numbers, roots you need to find out, the quadratic roots you need to find out, and you need to compare the roots. That is a preliminary examination. When it comes to the mains examination, here you need to find out the roots by using the variables. Here variables will be given, you need to find out the values of the variables, and just after finding that you need to compare the roots of the quadratic equation. That is the difference. Now when it comes to the number series is also not only important for prelims but also important for mains examination. So what are the different types of number series we have? Missing series or wrong number series. Okay, now missing series and wrong number series, when you observe here in preliminary examination, level of difficulty is less when compared to mains examination. And when mains examination, in mains examination, you will find set based questions. My dear students, please remember, set based questions will be given based on this number series. So it will follow some particular pattern. That pattern set based questions will be given in the number series. Now here, arithmetic topics, that is the individual quant topics. If you observe the individual quant topics, here it is not only important for preliminary examination but also important for mains examination. Okay, so what is the weightage? Already we uploaded a video based on the weightage of the each and every topic. Just for your information, I am giving approximately 8 to 10 questions we can expect from this area. Now the level of difficulty in prelims it is less, in mains it is more. What are the topics included in this arithmetic? My dear students, please look at the list of the topics. ERPV. ERPV means I am using the short form here, equations, ratio, proportion, variations. It is one of the important topics in quant area, that is arithmetic. Okay. Now what is the equation? Simple equations. Simple equation. What are the areas, what type of questions we can come across in this simple equation? Means now general problems by solving the equations, solving for x or y variables, solving of equations, addition, subtraction, multiplications by using the one variable, two variables, okay, and three variables and so on. And apart from this, now there are some sub areas and subtopics in the simple equations like fractions, questions based on the fractions, questions based on the digits, and using the problems on ages and coins, miscellaneous. Okay, so these are some of the areas included in this simple equations topic. Now we can expect a question from these areas like ages, coins, digits, fractions, and miscellaneous. Now ratio, proportion, and variation. Ratio and proportion concept based questions, and the ages related questions also we can expect in ratios also. Okay. Now next one is the percentages, profit and loss. Percentages, profit and loss. Yes, my dear students, this is one of the important topics in all the competitive examinations. All the competitive examinations, it may be a clerical examination or PO, officer cadre, or any examination, you can expect a question from the percentages, profit and loss and partnership. Of course, discount is also a part of the PPL, percentages of profit and loss. Okay. My dear students, percentage, concepts of the percentages. What is the percentage increase? What type of percentage? Percentage increase, percentage less, percentage more, percentage fall, percentage growth. Okay. All these you need to be thorough. Okay. And profit and loss. What is the profit? What is the loss? So, what is the percentage of profit? What is the percentage of loss? A discount percentage, discount is offered on, what is the market price. So all these are the fundamentals and basics. You need to be thorough in basics and fundamentals. So out of the total number of questions, approximately 50% of the questions we get on the easier side. So approximately 50% of the questions we can expect easy, and 50 approximately I am saying you can take a range of 40 to 50 questions of easy type. Okay, so here when you are good at basics and fundamentals, easily you can score good marks from all these areas. Right. Next one, time and work. Time and work problems. Time and work problems means, for example, a certain number of people can finish a work in X number of days. Then Y number of people can complete the same work in how many days? Or together can complete the work in how many days? Or alternate day problems. There are n type of models are there. Please, of course, we uploaded videos on each and every topic. All these videos are uploaded on the social media channels. You can watch those videos. Okay. Now, time and distance. Time and distance is also one of the important topics. Here, what are the variables we are using in this time and distance topic? Means time, speed and distance. The relation between the speed and time and the distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. This is the fundamental formula, fundamental basic formula of time and distance. When the distance is constant, how the other two are related. When the speed is constant, how the other two are related. When time is constant, how the other two are related. So, based on the relationship, now you can expect questions. Okay. And apart from this, now in the same time and distance, there are some subtopics like general topics related to time and distance and average speed formula. Average speed based on the average speed formula based questions, and what you call relative speed based questions. Okay. Now, what do you mean by relative speed? Relative speed is comparison of a speed of one moving body with another moving body. Okay. Similarly, problems on trains and boats and streams and races like linear race or circular races. Okay, so these are some subtopics in the time and distance. And one more thing here, a simple interest and compound interest. So, interest based questions, simple interest and compound interest based questions. So, what do you mean by simple interest? What is the formula? PNR by 100. Compound interest, what do you mean by compound interest? How it is differ from the compound interest? My dear students, focus, please focus on the basic fundamentals first. When you are enough strong in the basics and fundamentals, you can easily score minimum marks. You can easily score the minimum marks to clear the examination. Okay, right. Here 20 minutes is given for this set, for this test area, means easily you can score minimum to minimum 25 or 30 marks out of the total number of questions. But here you need to tune your brain that I am going to crack this examination. So, and you need to work hard in the same manner. Okay, right. So, simple interest and compound interest. The next one is averages, mixers and allegations. So, these are the important topics in arithmetic area. Okay, when it comes to the data interpretation is also, this topic is also important in both the prelims and mains examination. Yes, my dear students. What I gave, whatever the list I gave just now, this list of topics given in the arithmetic, these topics not only important in arithmetic, it is important in data interpretation. Now, in data interpretation, a set followed by 5 questions. In that one question, you can expect from this percentages, profit and loss, one question from the ratios, one question from the average. It may be any representation. So, what are the different types of representations we have? What are the different types of representations we have means here in, let me erase first this one. Now, what are the different types of arrangements we have, different types of representations we have in our data interpretation is, one is a table. One is a table form. The second one is a bar graph. So, table, bar graph, the next one is a line graph, and other one is a pie chart, one more is a caselet. My dear students, here selection of the set is very, very important. Some sets looks difficult, but questions may easy. So, don't give up any set without observing the data and the questions. Right, here table form. What are the different types of tables means? And you will find complete information in the table. That is one type. In another type, you will find the missing data. So, missing data table form you will find in the mains examination. In the mains examination, we can expect table form with a missing data. And bar graph, there are different types of bar graph. Normal bar graph, staked bar graph, histogram. Okay, and line graph. And next one is a pie chart and the caselet. My dear students, these are the familiar models, repeated models in a bank examinations. What is the best suggestion means here? Give this area, caselet, in the second priority. Don't attempt this caselet in the first round. try to answer these in the first round. Okay, why I am saying this is give the second priority to the case. That means here the information is given in the form of a paragraph. In a paragraph, you need to study you need to read and study, analyze the complete data given in the caselet. And you need to reproduce the values, you need to reproduce the information in the form of either table or Venn diagram, which consumes a lot of time. Whereas in these models, you can answer the question directly. You can approach the question directly. And one more point here, before you attempt this data interpretation, what are the suggestions means? Here I will give few suggestions to you. What are the suggestions means? First, read the title and the directions. Without reading the directions and title of the data, please don't attempt any question. In data interpretation, first of all, read the directions and title of the data. Second point, make a note of units of measurement. So what are the units of measurement? Rupees, a dollar, a million, a billion, a trillion. And whatever, for example, weights are given, kgs, quintal, tons. If the quantity number is given, dozen, score, or gross. So units of measurement you need to observe. Then observe the footnote. Footnote given means the below the representation. It may be a table, line graph, or bar graph, or anything. So below that representation, you will find some information that is called as the footnote. Please read the footnote. Okay, in preliminary examination, data interpretation, you will find one diagram, one table or one pie chart, one only, single diagram. Whereas in mains examination, you will get a combination. So table and the pie chart, table and the line graph. So you may get a combination. So there are the chances of getting a combinations in mains examination. Okay, whereas in preliminary examination, single diagram. So what is the information here? So caselet, give the second priority. Now my dear students, out of the total 5 questions, if you are able to solve 3 questions, means you are good. 4 questions you are solving in the given time. For example, one diagram means you need to spend only 4 minutes. Or 4 minutes, 3 questions you are able to solve. That's a good. 4 questions, 4 minutes. That is a fantastic. Don't try to answer all the 5 questions, because here the 5th question may be a lengthy. My dear students, please leave the lengthy questions. Lengthy questions means when you observe the questions based on the classification by using the time. By using the time, if you classify the questions, you will find some questions which you can answer less than half minute. You will find some questions which can be answered in just more than half minute. There are a few number of questions which consumes more than 1 minute time. Better give the second priority to the questions which consumes more time. Of course, doable, you know the answer, you know how to answer the question, everything, but give the second priority. In the first priority, what is the sincere advice to you means, search for the easy to answer. Search for the questions which are easy to answer. Okay, and next, medium. Next, the remaining questions. Okay, so what is the important point here? Data interpretation, it has a weightage in both the prelims and mains examination, and in the preliminary examination only single diagram you will experience, and whereas in the mains examination it's a combination type. Okay, the next point here, data sufficiency. Data sufficiency, here 2 statements or 3 statements. 2 statements or 3 statements. Of course, when you are good at all the arithmetic topics, when you are good at the basics of arithmetic topics, easily you can score good marks from this area. Because the roots of this one you will find in the individual quant topics. Okay, my dear students, here he will give the question followed by 2 statements. Question followed by 2 statements, and here options are standard. There are different types of models are there. Options are standard, and some models options are varies from question to question. But here when 2 statements are given, means there are chances of getting same options constant fixed options for a set of questions. You need to mark the answer based on the given directions. So, what are the in general directions here? If statement 1 alone sufficient, mark the choice 1. If 2 alone sufficient, choice 2. Either or, choice 3. Neither nor, choice 4. Combining only possible, then choice 5. So, these are the in general directions for this data sufficiency. Okay. Now, what are the different types of questions we can expect from this data sufficiency? Means again simplification, simple equations, ratio, proportion, and what you call percentages, profit and loss, partnership, whatever the topics we discuss in the quant area, that is the arithmetic, the same topics. From the same topics we can expect questions in the data sufficiency. Okay, next data comparison. We need to compare the data given in the quantity 1 and the quantity 2. There will be two quantities, the data given in the quantity 1 and the data given in the quantity 2. Solving these two, we need to compare the quantity 1 and the quantity 2. So, here this is important for mains examination. You can expect a questions on this data comparison in mains examination, in preliminary examination. So, maybe a chance of getting a one question, but level of difficulty is very less. But mains examination, definitely we can expect a question from this area. Okay. Am I clear? Right. Simplification, approximation, the important topics for the prelims and mains means. So, these are the important topics for prelims. These are the important topics. Right. 1 minute, please. These are the important topics for preliminary examination, and these are the important topics for mains examination. Okay. Am I clear? Right. Now, strategy and tips for the quant and DI. My dear students, how to answer the question, what are the areas which gives a good score for us to clear the examination is. So, this is a one topic which is very simple and easy to handle. Simplification, approximation. First, try to answer the questions from the simplification, approximation. So, very simple and easy questions based on the calculations like percentage calculations or using the BODMAS rule and percentage. Simple questions, okay? Right. Here you need to find out the exact value, here approximate, nearest, closest value we need to find out. So, a number series, you can attempt number series. First, give the priority to the simple equations, simplifications and approximation. Then try the number series, maybe a wrong series or missing series. Then try the quadratic comparison. Now, here I can say one thing here. If you want to start with the quadratic comparison, first after opening the what you call the first page of the computer examination sheet, after entering into the first page of the examination, if you find the quadratic comparison question is, please solve it, no problem, nothing is wrong. First priority any one of these three areas. It may be a quadratic comparison question or number series or simple simplification or approximation. From any of these areas you can attempt the first one, nothing wrong. Okay. Then next go over individual quant questions. Yes, already I gave information about these topics. What are the topics here? Percentages, profit and loss, time and work, time and distance, and here probability, mensuration, ages, ratios. So, these are some of the important topics. So, next try the individual quant questions. The next data sufficiency and data comparison. Data sufficiency and data comparison you need to attempt. The next data interpretation. Of course, yes, leave the caselet. Better to leave caselet because here it consumes maximum time. Okay. Preparation aspect. My dear students, most of the students are not comfortable in doing calculations. So, what is important point means you need to do a little bit of hard work. A little bit of hard work you need to do. What is that? What are the areas you need to be thorough to improve your observative calculation skills? Here I am going to give a list of areas. Please do hard work in these areas. The first thing is multiplication tables. Yes, of course, no one is good at tables. This is the one universal truth you need to accept. So, no one means a few students are good at tables, but here generally I am saying most of the students are not comfortable in tables. Please memorize the multiplication tables up to 2020. This is very, very important. Now, up to 2020 means most of the students are comfortable up to the table number 12. table 12 up to 12. So what is important means you need to focus only from 13 to 19. Focus on these 7 tables. 13 to 19. Just to focus on. Of course, you are good at this one. You are good at first 12 tables. Don't start from the table number 1. Start from the table 13, 13, 14, 15 up to 19. Second point here, squares and cubes. Squares and cubes are very, very important. All these things are not only important in quant. All these content is useful in your reasoning calculations or number series, other topics in the reasoning. So calculation, wherever you have a calculation, these areas, these topics are going to help you. Squares means up to 25. Please remember, please memorize squares up to 25. When it comes to cube, please memorize cubes up to 20. Okay. The next thing here, reciprocal values. Reciprocal values means, my dear students, for example, 1 by 2. What is the value of 1 by 2? How much percent it is? So, how to find the percentage value means just by multiplying with 100%. Now, it will give 50%. What I am doing? I am multiplying with 100. A fraction is multiplied with 100% to get its percentage value. So, here 50%. For example, the 1 by 2, when you multiply with 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, how much it is? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is how much? Half of the 50%. Again 1 by 4 is multiplied. Again 1 by 4 is multiplied with 1 by 2. Then what is the result? That is a 1 by 8. 1 by 8. What is the value of 1 by 8? What is the value of 1 by 8? 1 by 8 is nothing but half of the 1 by 4. Half of this value. What is the half of this value? 12.5. Similarly, what is the half of 1 by 8? 1 by 16. 1 by 16 half. How much it is? 6.25. So, here just by using the reciprocal values up to 12. 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. Up to just memorize 1 by 12. Then multiply it 1 by 2. Then find out the values. Just observe the values along with the multiples of these values. Okay, 2 times of 1 by 2, 2 times of 1 by 3, at the 2 times of 1 by 4, 2 times of 1 by 5. Just observe the reciprocal values, percentage values, and its multiples. Okay, the next thing here, complements of 100. What do you mean by complements of 100? Sum of the two numbers is 100. So, all these things are useful in simplifications. All these things are useful in simplifications. Okay, now complements of 100. So, A is equal to, right, A and B, sum of A and B is equal to 100 means A is a complement of B and B is a complement of A. So, in addition subtraction we can use complements easily here. So, by using the complements we can answer the question very easily. The next one is the percentage calculation. What do you mean by percentage calculation? Percentage increase, percentage decrease. Yes, my dear student, percentage increase or percentage decrease. Percentage increase or percentage more, percentage growth, percentage rise. So, meaning is same. What is the formula here? We can use this formula, difference by the smaller value, difference by smaller value into 100. So, this is the formula to find the percentage increase. Similarly, percentage decrease or percentage less, percentage fall. So, how to find the value means here just by using the difference by higher value into 100. So, what is the difference here? Difference means we are using initial and the final value. Initial value and the final value, the difference of these two with respect to initial value. Here percentage more means initial value is the smaller and percentage less means initial value is the higher. Okay, what percentage of P is Q? What percent of Q is P? So, these are some of the models. For more information, please watch our videos to make a benefit of. Okay, to make a benefit. Okay, the next one is percentage calculations. The next quadratic comparisons. Quadratic comparisons. Already I told you not to answer the question by using the formula. Find the answer by using the factors. So, divide the value. So, just simplify by using the two factors as a product of two factors whose sum or difference equal to middle term. So, kind of thing. Okay. Then basic fundamentals you need to be strong to get good score in the quant area. Yes, my dear students, reference for the quantitative aptitude and DI. Now, my first suggestion to you is please revise the time material. We have a separate research and development department. They prepare material for our time students only. Okay, they are preparing the material based on the requirement. So, whatever the questions models appeared in the recent examination, based on the same line, we are preparing the material. So, please focus more on the mock test before the examination. 1 month before the examination, daily at least 2 mocks you are supposed to give, because to analyze yourself. Usually you can find out your strengths and weaknesses. So, you can work out on your weakness to improve your score. So, booklet, the material given and the handout given in the classrooms, all these material are updated. So, updated materials here. So, please refer all these material. The next one, don't forget to revise the previous exam papers. For example, if you are preparing for PO examination, PO papers, clerical examination, clerical papers. So, please revise the previous exam papers. Okay, based on all the memory based questions are included in our material. So, what is the content in the material? So, the questions which appeared in the previous examinations. Attempt the online test very seriously. My dear students, when you are starting any examination, don't distract from anything. Don't get distracted. Please give 100% effort to clear that online examination. For example, you started for a 20-minute test. Please, you are supposed to disconnect all the connection from the world and write the examination very seriously and check the score. Analyze the score and find out the mistakes and work out on the mistakes. Okay. The next thing here, for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. And for online classes, online course, you can enroll on t4e.info/bankssc online. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.